guys, Greg here. Thanks for giving the show a watch. You may notice in this episode we suffer from a little bit of an audio problem about halfway through, creating a slight echo effect. I apologize in advance for this. We've realized it's an issue with our recording equipment, and next time, well, it'll be corrected. For now though, we decided we weren't going to re-record a role-playing session or anything. We wanted to keep the flow natural. So please bear with us for the second half of this episode. And in the future, we'll have a much better venue with less traffic noises and much better audio quality. Thanks for giving us a watch and enjoy the show.
Yeah, well, live on that camera.
Hooray!
It's not just the way out. Keep using it.
It will be a VOD afterwards as well.
Start streaming. Connecting. Just waiting for it to slow. Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is the... what did we call it in the end?
Nexus of Adventure.
The Nexus of Adventure. I'm your GM Greg, and today we will have a short introductory bit set in Starfinder, which is the Starfinder rulebook. As you can see, it's sitting on the table there, that my head is blocked. There we go. Starfinder, right? What we're going to do today is, first of all, you're just going to give a brief description of your character and your name, so that everyone knows who you're playing and what you are. And yeah, we'll go from there. And then I'm going to do a little introduction scene that I'm going to narrate you through, and then we'll start and get going. So let's go clockwise around the table. Chris, maybe if you can.
Well, I'm Chris.
Chris.
Yes.
Oh no! I'm going to do introduction.
Do you do this podcasting thing much?
Unfortunately.
So I'm gonna be a space wolf, which of course is really just a wolf in space.
Sorry for the traffic noises, by the way. Apparently we're recording this next to a really loud road.
Yeah. But I have wonderful dark black beard, copper eyes, big gold. I love my little computer.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I've been just wandering around space ever since the homeworld disappeared.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, in this setting, the homeworld Galarion vanished mysteriously a few hundred years ago. So that's part of one of the great mysteries of the world, which maybe we'll look into as we play. But we'll see. What's your character's name?
Oh, my character's name is Alexandra.
Alexandra. Yes. Ale for short?
Ale for short.
Ale for short, right. So that's Alexandra. Lindy? Who have you brought for us today?
So, I am playing someone called Fred. That's the human name, because nobody can pronounce his alien name properly. It's a Lashunta Xenoseeker.
Okay, and describe to us what a Lashunta is. So
a Lashunta is an alien race, usually quite, how do I put this, adept at mind magic or psionics type of stuff.
Okay.
Comes from the homeworld, Castrovel, which, if you're a Star Wars person, seems a lot like Kashyyyk.
Okay, you're right.
Lots of predators, jungles, that sort of thing, but looks nothing like a Wookiee. So,
what do you look like?
Tall, thin.
Wookiee so far.
Yeah. There's
relatively hairless.
There's a difference.
Yes.
the one species on one ice planet, that one that's locked.
It doesn't rotate.
The one is that one that rotates, that it has it's effectively Westeros. It has sort of 300 years of summer and 300 years of winter sort of thing. And on there, the locals are like Wookiees, but not so during winter they become Wookiees.
Yeah,
and
they're
during
actually
the summer they have
a pelt.
black scales instead.
Fairly alien-looking race, bipedal. Generally normal, what you would think an alien looks like. If your only reference was a very tall human being.
And I think you've got a pair of antennae, yes?
Yes, yeah, pair of antennae.
It's helped the mind magic.
Yes, that's the mind-focusing beams. Yes.
Trust magic.
So that was Fred Doe, who you brought today.
I am playing Alexander Locke, who is a small-time captain of his own little vessel. That, if you can call it.
Yeah, vessel is a very strong word.
Very strong word for what it is, but hey, his private class travel has done him well in being an adventure. He's not a very well-kept man. Has very long hair and a rather shaggy beard. Quite rough around the edges and everything like that. He also uses terminology and such that seems very out of date. And you get the impression that would be a lot older, but looks still in his middle years. But
also, like, you have a vague feeling he seems familiar, but you don't know why.
Yeah, you don't know why. There's something about his face.
Yeah, that maybe you're like, hey,
Like,
do I know this guy?
Without
Like,
the beard, maybe.
Yeah.
But
and that was Captain
Alexander.
Locke. Ledger. And lastly, Andrew, who have you brought with us today?
I am bringing Lurch. He is an Acatonian miner, lab tech initially, who has fled Mars now, looking for adventure in space, having come bored of menial labor and working for mining agglomerations and life. And he is exploring the universe, looking for more interesting ways to perform science. He's very skilled, focused character, going to be relying a lot on tech. He's a technomancer, but not relying strongly on magic, more the hacking component and manipulating machinery.
Yes.
In terms of appearances, I'm going to be lazy and say he just looks something like me. Maybe.
Okay, he's like you, but slightly. What race was he again?
He's human.
Acatonian.
Human Acatonia. Yeah,
Yeah,
Acatonia is sort of like their equivalent of Mars.
Yep.
So think red, dusty planet, but the economy crashed, so no one really wants to live there anymore.
So you have like an Alabama kind of
Yeah.
Deep
Okay.
South Martian.
So, but obviously quite prideful of your Acatonian heritage, because you're like, I'm Acatonian, not human.
Galarian.
Yes, yeah, Galarian. Right, so that's our little party. And this adventure arc in general is called Time Troubles. And you'll see why soon, because we're starting with sort of a narrative beginning. As your star carrier gets hit with the black hole gun, the shields go down. Most of the crew is dead. The AI pipes up and says, Admiral, unfortunately, Absalom Station is now 85% consumed by the black hole. You respond appropriately with a...
Well, that's not good.
Using the science station, you perform a quick scan, and you realize, Lurch, that the enemy fleet has like completely surrounded the star carrier, and there's no way of getting out. They've sent boarding pods. You've tried to boost the shield stronger.
Would you like to update your malware software? Shut up, Lydia!
Lydia can't do it, and neither can you. The engines just can't give it anymore. You have been focusing all of your might and power to try and slow the black hole down.
Right.
You've reached that stage of perfection of your art to control black holes at their very core, but even you can't hold it back anymore. Something is just feeding that thing, and eventually the AI, you trigger the auto destruct on the ship. This is the last call. You can't let them get the star stone, no matter what. And as you're waiting for the countdown to finish, you get boarding warnings,
Stern keys.
and there's a little blip on your screen, and you're like, Admiral, we've detected one of the fractures. And you're like, it's our only chance, we've got to go for it. And you pilot the entire star carrier into one of these fractures. There's a bright flash. You know that doing this is a risk, because you most likely won't remember much. But hopefully, this time you can make a difference and change history. As there's a flash, and your tiny little skipper shuttle jumps out of drift drive. So you are now on board Captain Locke's tiny little, what did you name the ship in the end?
Displacer Beast.
Displacer Beast. Alright. So now this shuttle is about the size of this table almost. It's a piece of junk. The engines barely got you here. But the reason why you are where you are, which is, actually, you can do it quick. Who's going to be at what station in this tiny little shuttle?
I'll be piloting it, I think.
Okay, so Ale Alexander, has a natural tendency to pilot, so he's at the pilot station.
Captain Admiral, sir, where are we going?
Well, he's never been an admiral. What are you talking about? This feels like a little vague dream. You're a little bit confused. Like you have a feeling of a strong sense of deja vu, but like you don't know why. Like
go through
you
drift
guys-
drive enough times. You see it once.
yes, yeah, that must have just been a side effect of your travel. Like you guys just sort of met. I mean, you guys knew each other a little bit in the past, a way back. You two just kind of got on board on this little shuttle as we're getting drinks.
Yay.
We're still good, thank you.
Thank you.
And you were given a job by a representative from Amador Corporation to recover an old temporal stasis crate, right? That was on a damaged station during the Vesk Wars. So this was quite a few years ago, and the station was on an outpost world outside of the Pact systems, which is why it was abandoned during the wars because they couldn't hold it. And the station was pretty badly damaged by the Vesk fleets, so it was pretty much just written off and abandoned. So this Amador representative, after a bit of negotiation, offered to pay you 4,000 credits if you could recover the crate intact, and the crate's number, it's a green stasis box, and it has the serial number 656B on it. He stressed that whatever happens, you must not open the crate. So the payment is on delivery unopened. And you should be able to find it in the ambassador's quarters section of the station, because that's where it was last kept, according to his record. So you agreed. You had the small enough ship, like, to be able to get there in and out fairly quickly. Your ship, the only good thing on your ship is the drift drive.
Yeah.
Because you have an experimental, top of the line, Amador Corp, like, Drift Max 9000, you know? Like, this thing could jump an entire frigate in and out of drift, and you've got it on this tiny little ship, so you're traveling pretty
It
quickly.
cost a lot, but it was worth it.
Yes. No, well, Amador Corp, actually, for some reason, the ship has always had it.
Yeah.
It's mysteriously.
Seriously.
Like, he's never really explained why or how he got hold of it. But Amador just gave it to him. Like, the corporation just gave it to him. So, like, you don't ask questions.
You don't ask questions. You know,
So-
someone arrives after a thing and they install a thing and they have to sign paperwork and you're just like, okay,
That's just the way it just is. So,
I'm not going to like correct them.
before you left, the two of you left on this mission, you decided you needed to hire some sort of science specialist, maybe, in case there was anything wrong, like in any of the sciences or biologically or any reason, and be a security specialist to perhaps be there in case anything goes wrong. But it should be an easy, like it's just a salvage operation. What could possibly go wrong? So you just jumped out of drift, and here you are in the system. You're sitting in a pilot seat. You're sitting in the co-pilot seat, giving orders because you're a captain. And I'm assuming you guys are kind of sitting behind.
So where are we going?
Well, I think swing us around close.
So you're sort of sitting by a science station, sensors and scanners.
Science guy, what's your name?
Fred.
Lurch.
Oh,
You're not a
Sorry,
science guy, you're
sorry.
security.
Sorry.
Wasn't talking to you like that.
Unfortunately,
Damn it.
this tiny little shell has no guns. So your role in security on the ship is like, okay, if there's any borders, I will punch them.
Do we have these scanners of some form?
There are very basic scanners that
Is
you
the
can use.
station inside?
Roll me a computers check. So take a d20, 20-sided dice. Roll it and add your computer's modifier.
Your first use is computer.
Ooh, natural 20! We're like,
And my modifier is. Am I going total then?
Yeah, total.
So plus 7.
yeah, so you're 27, but as a general house rule for me, a natural 20 is always a resounding success, no matter what your modifier is.
I'll take it then.
So, you grew up with this computer, the scanner suite, like, you had it back on your home planet, like, it was literally your first scanner suite, and you just know all the tricks and the tricks. And you very quickly scan what's left of the station. It's orbiting a gas giant. And the station's seen better days. It's like mostly just scrap. And as a result, you know it's quite dangerous to get in close because the scrap, the shields, as they currently are, won't handle that much scrap if you just fly straight in. So you guys kind of need to make a decision on how you're going to get in towards the station. I mean, you could maybe try and supercharge the shields. You don't know if your power core can handle that. You could maybe try and just pilot masterfully around all the scrap and hope you don't hit any.
Oh, I feel like I can
Like,
handle
or you could like sit here for a few hours, carefully mapping all of the debris and like doing a chart on how to optimally go in. Like, you know, you got time
That's
for that.
just a waste of time.
You
So
fail,
computer though.
take us in, and if you dare scratch any of the paintwork, it's coming out of your like credits.
Credits.
You haven't paid me in weeks, guys.
hey. When we get back, Abaddon Co-op are usually good with their money.
We're each only getting 1,000 credits, right?
Well, let's
It's a
see if
provisional high
take
one
us
does,
slow and
obviously.
easy.
Okay, so you're gonna try a pilot check to avoid.
I'm gonna intimidate him to be better.
Okay, right. With your, it's coming out of your
So I
pay.
roll a 6. Well,
Okay.
I'm really good at piloting.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
And your intimidate check was?
I don't manage to intimidate you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know his traits are a little bit harder. Like he hasn't paid you in weeks.
Sure.
So your total was 17.
17.
Yeah, no, he manages to pull it off. There was a reason you brought Ale along. He knows his way behind a joystick. Joystick? I don't know. What kind of controls do you use to pilot?
I'm imagining Star Trek one.
Okay. But like,
haptic feedback, but nothing
Yeah,
really
yeah.
physical.
so the shuttle dodges and weaves like a bit. The artificial gravity in the shuttle is so cheap that you're feeling a bit like nauseous. Like the inertial dampeners don't work so well.
You get used to after a while.
Yeah, it's just like being at sea.
It's your superpower.
I remember the sea.
There is one brief moment where like a piece of debris hits the shields, but it doesn't actually get through. Like the shields go beep beep, and there's like red lights, so the shields are like critical shield damage.
Technically not a scratch.
It's fine. You just let it go. It's fine.
Yeah, like something sparks at the back of the cockpit.
Redirecting power.
And you get in close to the station. You take a little bit of a closer look now that you're close, and your masterful scanner said you pull up full like schematics of the layout of the station because of how good you are with the computers. And you see it used to be like a ring station around the central point, but the central point is completely gone. It's been like decimated, and all that's left is sort of most of the ring kind of drifting lazily around the planet's orbit. So you can either sort of maybe aim for like one of the broken open endings, or you could perhaps land on the heart.
Is there
Try and
any
catch it.
possibility of anything in there on still life support systems?
This is what I'm wondering, do we have gravity or atmosphere in that?
Okay.
Anyway.
Give me another computer's roll. You're going to do a full scan of the station.
Oof.
What is that?
Ooh,
2.
So maximum
Plus
9.
7 is 9. This computer's sensor suite just can't handle it. It's like it's thicker than a centimeter. The metal of the section. The sensors can't penetrate it, Captain.
That's big. You're
It
good,
is-
good like security.
Yeah.
So what do you suggest?
I'm trying to think, is any signs that the breakup of this station was anything other than just natural decay and neglect?
Well, you know for a fact that it was attacked way back in the past by the Vesk, which was the Great Vesk War. But you were, like, most of you were kids during the Great Vesk War. You weren't. You fought in the Great Vesk War against those filthy lizards.
Ford's so strong.
Yeah. Yeah, you smuggled during the Vesk? I don't know. What did you do during the Vesk War? Maybe it's a topic you can bring up with your crew at a later stage. So there's definitely like from like you've seen them before, like laser scorch marks and stuff around where the station's been hit, and like there's definitely no shields up on the station, like because the debris occasionally like just hits against it and bounces, you know, when all the parts go inside.
So I'm assuming no shields and broken stations, there's not going to be much of an atmosphere.
Well, you don't know. It could be self-contained. Like most stations are designed to have like redundant emergency systems and like self-contained to keep crew alive. But it's been quite a long time.
Or dirty air, but
Everyone can give me a perception action. As you pull up the thing on the tiny vid screen of the shuttle, we're going to see. Everyone can roll a perception. So roll and add your perception.
oh, that's terrible.
Which is the perception I'm finding.
So there's a skill
Yeah,
called
perception. It's wisdom
Just
based.
a low mysticism.
Yeah.
So I get a
There.
2.
Okay. So killing dwarven eyes. Okay, 13 and 11. Okay, so the keen dwarven eyes pick it up. And probably as well because you worked a lot with machines. You notice that
Lydia chimes in.
yeah, beep, beep. I thought you'd like to notice, Lydia says.
Incidentally, would you like to update your living will?
It looks like you're trying to salvage a station. And Lydia, with Lydia's assistance, you actually managed to see, whilst the station taken quite a lot of damage, you notice there's been a little bit of repair work here and there, but it's very low-grade quality repair work. Like somebody's just welded a giant metal plate on to cover a hole here, or
suspiciously goblin-y kind of repair work?
I don't know. Have you ever encountered goblins before in your life?
I grew up on Humboldt.
Oh, you did.
Yes, indeed. It could be goblins.
Space goblins. Damn, space goblins.
Brave and where?
You see why that lack of welding job?
Yes. With the atmosphere spraying outside. It's very hard to notice, but there's a tiny little stream of water that's just crystallizing out from the...
Why is it never easy, Abel? Why is it never easy?
What can you tell us about goblins? Since you grew up.
They're really short and ugly.
Well, does anyone have life sciences?
Ooh.
I do, I suppose.
Agriculture.
Yeah. Well, you can tell about goblin culture if you want.
Agriculture too. I do have life science with a good bonus too.
Well, do you also life sciences?
13 plus 9.
So whilst you're talking about how they're basically short and green, he starts telling you about the actual gestation period of goblin mating ritual, and it goes into full details on the goblin life cycle.
Serious musical.
What would you like? Classical or heavy rock?
Looks like mine is a me. I don't know how to
Classical heavy rock is.
do it equipment. And open a little cubby hole and plug and alter it. So I take out the chair, put it back here.
So you've got two options. Would you like to sort of go in one of the damaged ends of the ring? Because the ring's obviously, it's like 3/4 ring now. Would you like to go in one of the ends, or would you like to sort of land on the hole and cut your way? You're all wearing a type of armor at least, so that acts as a spacesuit for them. So you could very easily just land on the external. I mean, there's a little bit that you might get hit by debris, but your shield should handle that.
Well, we see if there's any airlocks first, missile attacks. Let's do that first. If there isn't, then let's use the cover of the outside.
Okay. With your early perception, you didn't notice there was one sort of airlock in the middle of the ring. You could probably dock with, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But do we want to be stealthy and come in through an unexpected entrance? I doubt anyone's going to expect us to actually use the airlock.
That's true.
Your orders, Captain.
Take us to the airlock.
Very well.
Everyone else get ready. I break out my flame pistol.
You line up at the airlock, and it is actually like a standard docking clamp. So you're very easy to just latch on. There's normally there'd be two computer communications both ways to lock properly, but that side doesn't give you any comms. So you just use it here with the onboard ship layout, which is as dumb as a brick. It takes control. Brick. And then he's like, no, this way. And you just ready to knock. The back hatch sort of opens, and there's a door on the station, which is securely locked.
We send
Okay, now you sort of go and you touch the panel that will only open it. It's access not authorized.
Well, you can hack it.
You can try and hack it if you want. You're running a computer's roll to hack the door.
18.
So you pull out, you've got a little hack toolkit, if I remember correctly.
I think I may have deleted that for ammunition.
You take out your bullets and look at them confused.
Shoot through the floor.
It's always what you want.
You're hacking it, right? And you whip the logo of the captain's hacking it. Very quickly, and eventually there's click, click, and it's access granted, and the door goes, and opens up. You're not sure if you can get the door closed again, but that shouldn't be an issue.
I'll take that.
Can I do perception checks?
Yeah.
What do we see?
Okay. So let's have like an order of who's coming out the ship's wing. So
Okay, so I'll go
you
first.
want to go first? Who next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Good luck. Good last.
Okay.
You have experience with the potential goblins, but I'll go instead.
That's why he's holding up the rear. He knows goblins attack from behind.
Quick question, can we not just vent this entire station of atmosphere?
If you guys just want it.
We there's also the fact that they're space goblins, so
We want to converse with them.
no.
Space goblins are a hardy lot.
Alright, fair enough.
Um,
Then we go with atmosphere.
right. So going straight ahead, you can give me a perception because you're in the front.
13 plus 4,
Yeah. So you come out and it looks like you sit docked in what was probably once a hydroponics area on the station, but most of it's dead now. It's like long biodegraded. There's empty tops everywhere, like a small water leak coming out somewhere, like on the side that should flow nicely, but obviously the framework's missing, so it's just kind of pooling on the floor slowly. A small corner in the room, you spot there's like, it looks like somebody's like maybe restored some of the equipment, because there is like a small little like garden going on there. And anyone with life sciences can roll me life sciences as well.
Yeah, I do have quite a bit
I have no life sciences.
Yeah, you've got life sciences. 16. Yeah. Apparently both of them are 5. So both of you recognize right next to the growing like refurbished thing, there's like a type of fungus growing on the wall. That is actually quite hostile. So if you get too close, it'll like it actually like moves and shoots like spines at you. So you've got to be very careful around it.
Is that put there on purpose as a trap or is it just natural?
You can only guess.
Maybe don't near that fungus.
Can we hit it with a flame pistol?
You can very easily hit it with a flame pistol. Other than that, there's 2 doors leading out of this area, one to the left, one to the right. And obviously around the ring of the station.
Okay, well, Lurch.
Shall we try and kill it with fire?
No.
Just avoid. Okay, so fire away.
Fair enough.
Can you just pull up the schematics and find where the schematic sector was?
Cool. Computer roll again.
You need to find like an interface port, and there doesn't seem to be one in hydroponics.
So we're going to have to pick a door, Captain.
But
One within a mile of us.
I mean, you know, because you're quite a fan of like starships and station designs, because I believe you have the Ace Pilot trait, correct? You know for a fact that this old like stone wheel design, which was like really outdated now, used to have data ports in the corridors between sections. So you probably if you go into one of the corridors, you'll find an access port.
Left or right, Captain?
So, this is the left or right door?
Mm-hmm.
Right it is.
Okay, so you know the fungus is quite hostile. It should be okay if you carefully move around it and don't provoke it. But you'll have to roll stealth to get past without noticing you. But you know that, so you can maybe bring it up before you try, because then you could maybe get the drop on the fungus rather. It's up to you guys.
Well,
This is
also like looking at all of you. Ale,
He's the shortest
you
one.
were trying to sneak past it.
But he's
Yeah.
but is he low enough to dodge the?
Fine. Okay, you get ready for gun.
Okay, excellent.
Ale, we'll send you first.
I withdraw my pistol.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
I'm the best.
This is 1d4, right?
Just guess if I make it.
Okay.
You have family.
14.
You managed to sneak past. The fungus doesn't react like it like undulates a little bit, but doesn't seem to notice you go past. So you reach the door. You need to like to
Okay,
next.
you're up next.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Plus 1 to step.
Okay.
Let's
So not exactly quiet,
Ah,
but you are like a ninja. You literally just like, and you're standing next to Ale before he even realizes you're there. Wow.
Just with one heart.
Right, Captain, I keep my gun aimed.
Yeah,
Just go for it.
I can really tell you this is going to go well. Yeah.
The captain like bumps into one of the trays nearby, and it like knocks some pans and stuff onto the floor, and immediately the fungus and like some spines start erecting out. So everyone can roll initiative because you were expecting it. It didn't surprise you.
15.
5.
Okay, so highest was 15 with the captain. He's like, oh no, he's realized he's messed up.
Ale was
15. Okay. So Ale is at 15. Captain Locke is at 14. We've got the fungus at 12. And who was next? 5 for Birch. And 2 for your head of security.
I hope you have guns.
You roll 1.
Did you roll 1?
No, I rolled it at 3.
Oh, okay, 3. Yeah, always add your
I
names.
didn't add.
But still, it's quite nice. That was for Fred.
Oh, should that have been plus the dex bonus?
Yeah,
So mine would have been
So you're a
7
little bit
total.
higher. You're a 7, okay.
But still not.
Yeah. Okay, so Ale, you realize the captain's made a big enough noise, what would you like to do?
Being next to a weapons officer, I look at him. You have a gun or something?
Yeah. Unfortunately, not a flame gun, but I.
Well, I put my finger on it, fill it with a couple of switches, and go, supercharge it.
Like powers up maniac. It's like warning, safety parameters breached.
Just fine. So okay, I got my.
Yeah. Captain?
I pull my auto pistol
Yeah.
and open fire.
Okay, open fire. Make a shot.
It's not terrible.
What type of damage is your... It's not energy, is it? No, okay. So it's just normal?
Yeah.
Kinetic.
So that would be 14.
Okay, 14 doesn't hit, I believe. Second. You do indeed hit it. It's kind of stationary on the wall. It's
Makes 1.
So you're still kind of recovering your balance and you fire a nice blast at it.
Ricochet.
And a little bit of the fungus just blackens.
Well,
kind of the grounds. Lance into it. It then shoots a lance of spikes at you. What is your kinetic AC?
Sorry about that.
So what armor have you got currently equipped?
Skin.
Which I think is +2.
Plus 2 is 14.
Okay, 14. Ah, it hits you.
Yeah.
Some spines lance into your arm, dealing you 5 damage. And the fungus actually starts to crawl down from the wall and move towards you. Birch.
I better open fire.
Yeah, your flame pistol's ready and waiting. Give it a shot. It's 5, but you get a plus, so you've got your base attack
What is my
bonus.
chance to hit?
0.
5 plus.
So it'll be your base attack, which is probably at 0 plus your dexterity. So if your dexterity is high,
Plus 2.
Level 2 attack plus
3, so it's got plus 3. So,
Yeah, so 8.
so the flames kind of go wide, you weren't expecting it to move off the wall. You're like, oh crap! As the flames bathe the wall in fire! And then it's already crawling away. You also would have known from a life sciences role that flame would work well against if it hit. As lastly, Fred, your supercharged pistol is waiting for you. Just making sure your laptop doesn't die.
Tell me he has to roll something to avoid his arm exploding.
No.
Okay, so what does the supercharge actually give you?
It's 46 against a single attack.
Oh, jeez, that really is supercharged. So you just have to hit.
Yes, that's the downside.
So speaking of your arm blowing up, right? So you rolled a natural 1. Now, a natural 1 in my book is always a bad failure.
Critical
So
failure.
yes, indeed. You aim it, and it's and it goes, and there's this massive blast of energy goes off. What kind of gun is it?
It's a semi-automatic pistol.
Oh, so it's actually it's laser. So there's this charge of it's like a laser cannon in your hand. Whoa! And you're not expecting the kickback to be so powerful. And it just lances straight past the fungus into the wall and punches the whole thing through. And then immediately as all the air in the room starts like getting pushed out, and like alarms start sounding, and the doors seal off in like emergency, dude. And like everyone can give me a reflex save to avoid getting like pushed to the floor as the air is getting sucked out of the room.
14 plus 2.
Oh, your dwarf stability.
That's not your fault.
2 plus 7, 9.
It's not high enough. 9 is not high enough.
14 plus
14 is high enough. So you keep your balance. The 2 before prone on the floor as the air is getting sucked past you. You actually drop your gun and it goes like skipping across a little bit. As like, and the fungus is just like, but it's kind of glued to the floor, so it doesn't fall over.
But it can't shoot its spines at us.
Yeah, it might have difficulty shooting its spines at you, that's true. Ale, it's your turn to initiative. Air is busy hemorrhaging out of the station.
Fix the patch, Ale. Fix the patch.
So
It's only a small hole, like.
Engineering.
Yeah, you could probably bodge. There's like lots of troughs and stuff around, so you could like bodge like a bit of a patch if you ran over there. You'd have to like run past the fungus though. Ooh.
fine.
You can do it, Ale. I believe in you.
Is that going to be acrobatics or athletics?
Well, I'm gonna take something.
Okay.
Shove it in the hole.
Okay, so you run past the fungus. It kind of swipes at you with like a fungusy tendril. Okay, so I'm assuming what's your armor class?
Which one?
Your kinetic armor class.
Easy.
It hits you. Roll 18. It's rolling equal to armor class. But it's not as dangerous as the spines. You can see it's sort of like used to launching the spines at high speeds, and you only take 4 damage. And you get up and then you roll for me a mechanics roll to try and bodge a solution to try and lower the pressure loss in the compartment.
Engineering roll.
Yeah, engineering, sorry. Mechanics, engineering, potatoes. You get a solid figure. Like the pressure's not dropping rapidly, so at least like the air is still going out. But yeah, now it's just that comfortable, like slow pull. Like, Captain Lock, you're prone on the floor, but I'm assuming you're going to stand as a move. Yeah.
Fire. Oh no, that'd be 12.
Okay, the shot goes wide. You were kind of thrown off your balance because of the pressure loss. The fungus sort of tries to... So sensing a threat from the fire, which is not gone out. It tries to launch some spikes at you. So what is your armor class, Lurch?
Kinetic armor class.
Yes.
14.
14. The spines go wide. Obviously the loss of air pressure and stuff, the spines kind of fly high and just fly straight over the head and like lodge in the wall. As it is your go.
You don't have your gun anymore, so I guess I should try and fire at it yet again from a position.
And a shot flame pistol.
Oh, 15, 18.
Nice. You hit it. Roll your damage.
It's 1d4.
1d4. But it is flame, so it's going to... Oh, that's damage.
Nice.
Okay. So, it's dealing 4, but because it's really effective, you can see like bits of the fungus actually catching on fire, even in the low oxygen atmosphere. Like it's really burning the thing. Fred.
Got my semi-auto pistol.
You pull out your backup gun.
Okay, so you pull out
That's why you're the security officer.
pull out your combat knife and take it melee.
So that's a 16.
Yes, you hit it.
Awesome.
D6.
D6.
Yeah.
D6. 6.
Bam. With a few short blasts of water pistol, you kill the thing off. Like, bah, 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 and then because it's on fire and already writhing, it eventually goes and just stops moving. It's like slowly smoldering lump on the floor without riddled with bullets.
Shovels left bit into the rest of the.
You like open the whole briefcase and it just gets sucked out and you place it on. Like, and now that you've got some time, you manage to like fix it a bit better so that the breach is still leaking oxygen, but not as bad.
Ow!
Yeah. Ow! You're out of combat.
Ow!
Did you actually take damage?
4 and 4.
And the fight's over, so I can't help you. It's fine.
Mending only works on mechanical things, right?
Okay. Okay, just make sure it's shaking things a bit loose before we get on to the next thing. Make sure that there's no more of those things in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Take 10 and we'll continue.
Mm-hmm.
We should do a scan of the area.
Ooh. You can use Lydia to do something there if you like. Roll a computer scan.
I still don't have
Like
a
a
board.
science guy.
Yeah, you can look over his shoulder and be like, oh, I see you have the Model 65B Lydia. Oh, natural 20. So like,
Don't even
you're like, I don't need your help. This is Lydia. And then he's like, yes, he doesn't understand. Stay away from me with your filthy fingers.
I need to learn your hack tool again. We need to correct
Lydia
Lydia.
does like a basic scan. There's definitely no fungus life forms nearby. It is registering some weak life signs towards the right of the station. And there's something weird, like, judging from, you weren't scanning, because you rolled 20, you noticed, like, on the overlay of the station that you were seeing, something wasn't quite matching up to how the station was built. Like, you were getting, like, pinbacks from areas that shouldn't be there in the station.
There are some enormous readings in this area.
Something's definitely weird.
Well, wouldn't be new.
Can we scan for temporal?
I hope it's worth 4,000 credits is all good.
I checked the rulebook. Is ammunition that costs more than 4,000 credits? This can't be worth it.
But yeah, by taking 10, I was mentioned that we take 10 and the rest.
Yes, okay. So your stamina pools essentially recover. So if you took damage, you because the way Starfinder works, for those who are watching, unlike all the more traditional games like D&D and whatnot, you have a stamina pool first before your hit points, and the stamina pool is a lot easier to recover if you rest.
So like shields.
Yeah, it's almost like shields. Yes.
It's more, it's like, you might get punched in the face, but it's bruised you. So whereas, you get hit by a sword and the first blow, you shrug off because your armor and you get bruised badly. But the next time the guy hits you, he actually stabs you. And
That's when you get wounds and stuff like that. Accumulating.
So it's more of a, you getting walked down before actually being hurt.
Okay. So, are you still going to go to the right?
Yeah, well, if that's where we're taking.
You're going to have to roll computers to get through the lockdown doors because they've sealed the area.
I'm going to roll for it. Alright. Go.
Until over.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, that's more than
13 plus.
Like easy opens the computer. There's no leak in this section, and then he's like, okie dokie, and then opens up the emergency door.
Salvage.
But he's like, fuck.
I don't need you, Lydia.
Okay. So the door opens up to like a sort of corridor, moving down.
I really let my gun in the
Yeah. Are you going to go with the same sort of marching order down the corridor?
So I'll go first.
Okay. So you start going along. Everyone can give me a perception because
This is the question. Are the lights on?
the lights are on.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to mention. Like, there was power and hydroponics as you saw the doors closing and everything. You are blind!
I will see.
17 is too good. And it actually kind of aligns with your previous scans. And actually all of you have this weird feeling of deja vu again. And you're putting it down to maybe you had too much drink last night, or maybe it was just you've been in a station like this before, maybe? You don't know. But and your eyes are immediately drawn to a wall panel that should just be a wall panel, based off the station's design. But based off your scans and your feeling of deja vu, there's something not quite right about it.
I don't think that should be there.
And you go up closer and you actually see there's an oil stain kind of right in front of the wall, as if someone's dropped a bit of oil. And looking closely, you can see the oil's kind of leading down the corridor. It seems to originate from the wall, which is odd.
Took my finger in it. This oil is leading south.
It's fresh.
Do you know what species that oil comes from?
Oh, cyborg. Sure, goblin cyborg.
Well, that's disturbing.
It's an obvious trap.
Well,
Nice.
and that's
So we
where
send
something's
the security guy to
there.
crack the panel of the wall.
Either way, let's just be careful. Everyone get whatever weapons you have out. Let's just be cautious.
Reload the flame pistol.
As it was.
Yeah.
You can
So-
throw Lydia at them.
Who's going to sort of investigate the wall, maybe? Give me
It does have a hard head.
Give me actually an engineering on the wall, if someone wants to just look at it.
I'll assist.
see. What they got? They're both of you together.
I've got a weight 9 plus 7.
That's pretty good.
16.
16? Yeah, 15 to assist. Okay. So he sort of gives you advice, but none of it really helps. Like, check the wall.
The dwarf is too low to actually see what the barrels is.
Yeah. How you use it is the same. And eventually you actually uncover like a hidden panel. And you realize that this is actually like a hidden doorway. And if you do a little quick twist and a click, and you do, and then the panel opens and like a door opens, and it actually opens into what looks like a document. But you very quickly realize, actually, give me knowledge mysticism.
Does anyone have some form of mystic?
Knowledge mystic, that's what it's called, something like that. Have you got mysticism?
I don't have a rank in it.
No, you need a rank in it.
No, I don't have a rank.
Okay. So you're like, this is odd. But it sort of defies physics currently. The document shouldn't be here. If you're on the outside of the station, there's nothing here. So something weird is going on. More importantly, there is a ship docked in the docking station. It's a large, once again, your knowledge of ancient ships and designs comes to the fore. It's actually a diplomatic shuttle.
When you were young,
No. Is it better than the current piece of shit?
By shuttle, it's actually like a medium-sized ship. You could probably fit your shuttle in the docking bay, like in its cargo hold. On the side is a manticore. It's painted black and manticores red.
Having spent his entire life.
It's docked fully with the docking station and it's powered down.
ancient ships. What kind of species would it be?
Different human design.
I think we can leave this one alone. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Do we continue down the corridor?
Yeah. That shit doesn't mean anything.
We mark the location of the entrance on a map and carry on. Oh,
I believe you.
maybe you need to intimidate us out of the first to get in the ship.
Okay, so you're going to leave the ship alone. Leave the ship alone. And head down the corridor.
Following the trail of oil.
Yeah.
And I believe.
I continue following down. You say it's well lit corridor.
Yeah, well, lit is a strong word, but there is light.
What's it like? Can I see it towards the end of the corridor?
Yes, yeah, you can see all the way down, there's another door at the end. So it's literally just like a going around the station.
That's where the oil is.
Yes, there's definitely a small spot. Like if you were looking for the new actually notice, and now that you're actually looking down, you're like, oh yeah, there's a trail of oil leading this way.
Are there any ports in this corridor that we can
Yeah,
access
every
ship
now and
function?
then. Well, yeah, there's one in the middle if you want to plug it in.
So I think we should plug in the schematics because we need to find the diplomatic quarters.
So we're going to do a computer
Yeah.
roll for...
The computer roll?
Nope, 17 plus 7.
Yeah. You can log into the computer network. There's something weird, like it's not a standard computer interface. It's a standard plugin, but when you're like querying the station AI and stuff, you're getting like weird pingbacks, and every now and then between data you get like a line that's like help me, and then like then return data, and then like please help me, and then eventually you get a full schematic of the station. You came from the hydroponics area, and you're actually heading down towards quarters. So,
Can we add
Quarters, diplomatic quarters.
quarters, general quarters. So it's where everyone's
Can we trace the source of the help me code?
it seems to be coming from the station's air.
So can they talk to the station there?
If you wanted to plug it in.
Do you want to talk to him? You sure? Okay, fair enough. She doesn't.
Okay.
Lydia knows stranger danger.
Lydia is nice.
You never know what kind of things you can find.
In like a strange code base.
Alright, down the corridor we go,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Go down the corridor to the doorway. I'm going to try the door first.
Oh,
Look at that.
Okay, so you push the door panel, it's like, and then it opens. It leads into sort of an area with a whole lot of doors sort of done around the spherical sort of nature, so each leads to their own little room. There's what looks like were once like pot plants and lovely things like that everywhere, they're not there. And just ahead of you, there's like a tall robot out of like pure like white artificial materials, you don't quite know what it's made out of. And you can see that's the source of the oil. It's like leaking. And it's sort of like shambling around the room slowly, like in a circle. But right now it's walking away from you.
Can't see what causes it.
Not far here.
And the doorways, any labels on the doorways?
There's about 30 doors here, like they don't like they've got like serial numbers really, and then there's a door at the end of the room.
We need to be careful here.
We sent the captain to engage in dialogue.
There we go. We need to come out of these rooms as we go around them.
What kind of being is that, Captain?
I don't know. Have you ever seen a robot like that?
Yeah, you've been in engineering. Yeah, it's actually, I mean, these stations did come with Android helpers, so it's not a long stretch to think maybe that this was based on station originally. But it doesn't mean it's very old.
Maybe some helper droid or some sort?
But it does have like a gun mount on its shoulder, so possibly security.
Do we think they'll attack us?
It is moving very rapidly for an Android.
Oh,
Has it seen us yet?
No, it's moving away from you.
I reckon so.
Lurch.
Brave to be here with flame pistol?
No. No. See if you can get into the computers and have it tag us as residents of the station.
Is there something nearby that I can
There's
access?
a back to the corridor, but you can quickly run there and plug in the trash.
We'll head back to the corridor, plug in.
It meanwhile is moving towards the end of the corridor. Just as it's about to turn around, what do you get?
14 in total.
So you're like, and you just get an access denied. Please help me. Access denied. Please help me. Access denied.
Have we antagonized the android now?
Android turns around and like it's like lens focuses on you standing in the doorway. It's like intruder alert, and it's gonna and start spinning up as it starts moving towards you like jerkily. Everyone can roll initiative. Apparently it's very slow, so
Good.
that's okay.
19.
Oh, 19, the captain's on top of things.
17.
Oh, the science officer's on top of things.
23.
Oh, that dwarf is the king of all things.
Not quite on top, but
Good job, man. And the security officer is keeping up the rear.
Why we hide
What are you waiting for that?
Hey,
Target practice.
I was about to say, do you have any decoy abilities where we put you in front of the rest of the team?
What would you like to do?
Who's after me?
The captain's going out.
I have a screw because I'm in front of
No.
No, the android is
You're like
last of the...
Yeah, the android's going very slowly. Warning, safety limits removed.
You have to tell me the hull is thicker in this part of the station.
Hey, mine's an actual auto, it's a slug for it. It's a miss.
Okay.
Are you fired?
Sadly, it does not hit. Like, the android, obviously, it's constructed out of like quite resilient
So you're
material.
going to take cover in the doorway.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, you can take cover behind the security officer.
Stood in the doorway.
Standing in the doorway.
Can I fling space magic at this android?
You can indeed, when it's your turn.
My little pathetic energy ray.
Would you like to fling your energy ray? It is your turn.
I shall pick energy ray, pick electricity as its element.
Okay.
What are my spells governed, by the way? What are my limitations? Just a per turn.
Okay, so is it a 0th level spell? Or
Yes,
is it
zero.
0th level you can just use indefinitely.
Fantastic.
First levels you have a limited amount per day.
Okay, I think it's just for 1d3 damage, so this is not going to be impressive even if it hits.
However, you can first give me an engineering check. Well, actually, knowledge science like used to be.
Energy ray is 1d4.
Is it? Am I looking for an optimal place to hit a set android?
More like about androids and how they function.
So what am I on
knowledge
check?
science.
Touch.
So your sciences.
Yeah.
19 total.
Yeah, you know electricity would work very well against androids and probably damage them, especially these models, a lot better. You also know they are, this model is actually very vulnerable to like critical hits. So if you do manage to pull off a critical hit, it would significantly impair it.
Which is, I'm guessing, in Starfinder at 20.
And that's 20.
It's like,
Yeah, let's see if I can.
there goes your ray. It versus its touch.
Oh no, wait, what is my energy
Energy
rate?
saves that you have to be done.
Yeah,
So it's focused to you.
No, just.
So yeah, so plus 3. So versus its EAC.
Yes.
Okay. 11 versus CSE is not enough. The arc of lightning sort of flies past. You don't want to hit any of your allies because you're still kind of down the corridor. So it kind of arcs sideways and misses the robot. Fred. Yes.
I've got my
Supercharged.
Yes, you do.
Wait, have you supercharged?
No, he hasn't. She draws the captain.
Actually, I want to start my solar armor.
Okay, so like just as energy, you pick black hole. So there's like black hole matter just kind of coalesces around your security officer and like covers him.
Oh, like a strange
So it gives me +1 to both my armor classes. Is that it? That's my turn now.
Is it a standard action to do that? Maybe just double check. It might be actually.
Another standard action. Because it's
Okay, so if it's not, we'll come back to you and give you a shot. The android like lurches towards you, and like the gun on its shoulder starts spinning faster, and it fires some like arc rifle shots towards you. Your now newly covered body.
Okay, so how does it work with? So has to hit my
Okay,
CAC?
so its type of gun is versus. It's an energy gun, so it's versus you. Yes, in this case.
CAC, so it has to do that. Okay, I can't dodge because I've used my action for this turn.
Do you have a dodge feat or anything like that?
I've got acrobatics.
No. So you get there's a feat called dodge, which increases your armor class.
Okay.
But other than that, your armor class is your sort of effective ability. That's why you add your dexterity to it. Because it's how you're good at dodging. So what is your energy armor class? 13. Is that including your silver armor?
Move
That's my 14.
So you can actually shot off as well. So you summon the armor as a move because you're standing still, and then you shoot your gun.
Okay, so.
Alas.
No, add your bonuses. Don't. It's like
wait. What are you
range
reading?
1 is
That's
+1. So,
Nine.
yeah.
Haha! No, none of that.
We're going to destroy the station before we destroy
But
it.
adding bonuses is important.
It is.
As it fires some slugs back at you, you said you were at 14.
Yep.
Manages to hit you. 2d4 damage. Find another d4.
Yeah.
It deals you 6 plus 2 is 8 damage. As like this chain that just lances the energy into you from the shoulder. And it keeps shambling forward towards you. It just keeps going.
Bonus was 7, so it's now not 7 of
Yeah,
those.
so yes, now 1 of your HP. That's exactly right. As Ael's game,
Does it run off battery, this thing?
probably has an internal battery, yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna walk up to it.
Okay, you dash forward.
Touch it?
Okay, and?
Let's see if I touch it, I guess.
Okay, yes. Well, how does touches work in Starfinder?
It's against the EAC.
Yeah. Versus yes, yeah, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. So 22.
Yes, you touch it.
And then I'm going to transfer charge
From its battery into what?
into Lydia's.
Okay.
Hey, supercharged.
So, does it get a save? I'm assuming it'll get a save of some kind.
I think it's like SR.
It doesn't have SR, but I'll give it a basic fort save.
Want to transfer?
Transfer charge.
Spell.
Yeah. Like, I'm assuming a hostile transfer should give some kind of save at least.
You can. I know there's nothing.
Objects on the same time, instantaneous.
Yeah, battery to battery. Fort negates, right. So, it's a level 1 or level 0?
0.
0. So,
Wait, is transfer charge on level 1 spell?
No, it's 0, you just said. So, you can do it as much times as you want.
2, it's 10.
Oh, yeah, it is level 0.
Well, it fails. So, like, you can see, like, it immediately starts moving a lot slower, and its voice goes like, and it's like, it's gonna actually stop spinning, but it is still moving, and then its battery is full. Captain.
Fred, shake it off that.
It is moving a lot slower, so it'll be a lot easier to hit down with the guns. It's not actually dodging you.
gain back 5 standard points.
Haha! So he uses his captain's inspiring ability to be like, shake it off! Shake it off! Shake it off! You feel a lot more confident in your ability to handle this thing.
I believe that is a standard point.
Does that give him a +2 to his rolls immediately this turn?
No, well,
Just
recovers his stamina. It's like a healing ability.
Yeah. It's a healing ability.
He's healing you.
And then...
His move.
Yeah, that's about it. Cool.
Okay, Lurch.
Right, I want to first try your stunt or just
Yeah, you need a target for it though, and Lydia's battery's full. So.
right, so
Also reading through it, we'll go and pass sort of thing there. Up to you especially. It does say that it needs to be the same size and the same percentages.
Well, as it so happens, this android, because it's so damaged, was easy to get to the battery pack, and they're using the same universal battery. In this case.
I think I'm going to try and lob an energy bolt here to get.
Okay, so another lightning strike.
Hey!
19 plus
Ooh,
3.
yeah. Bam! Strikes lightning in its chest.
D6.
D6.
Oh, it was a D6
Yeah,
for that
D6.
one.
Oh, fisherman dice.
It's a D3.
Right.
So
One! But it is lightning, so it's actually way more effective than you thought it was. Yes, exactly. Well, it runs up to 2. as like... And it briefly speeds up for a few seconds this first time. It's not the right kind of power. Fred.
Okay, I'm going to try and shoot it again.
Okay.
12 plus 1, 13.
13 hits now because it's moving so slowly, you very easily get a shot.
6.
Square.
Thank you. 2.
chipping away.
Yeah, slowly working away at it. It's moved, like it turns to you and it's like hostile target and tries to like hit you with its fist. What is your kinetic AC? He misses. Like he's going so slowly, you literally just like step out of the way. And then his other fist comes up and misses as well.
The android was designed to target small humanoids.
Yes. As Ale goes.
Slice turn.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
It's fun.
Right. She's like, I hate you.
That's a warning.
Oh no! You get the crack on Lydia's screen. Oh no!
And the warranty expired years
And the
ago.
warranty has expired years ago. But you deal no damage, obviously. Captain?
Ew! Why? Why did you do this, Lydia?
Why? Do you hate me?
Get your head down. And fire a few shots. That's 16.
Mm-hmm. Hits.
3.
3 damages. It's really starting to take down. Like bits of it are falling off. Like one of its arms is kind of hanging loose and you don't think it's working anymore. Lurch.
Torn between attacking the android or casting Mend on Lydia.
Yeah. Out of combat can happen.
I'll try my flame pistol this time on the
Okay.
android. 18 plus
Hits.
3, 21.
4. What the hell is that?
Jesus.
The hardest of fours. You rolled a 4.
What's that for?
Really good with those D4s. So yeah, bathed in flame, like some of its like wire conduit just melts, and the left arm definitely stops working. Fred?
Sorry. 11, 12.
12 hits, it's moving so slowly, you just bam, bam, bam. 6. Your final shot, once again, you with the finishing blow. It's like your head just explodes as you hit it directly, and it goes and collapses to the floor.
I cursed Lydia.
Yes.
How did I do this?
Oh, you also got cast an edge.
Why would you do that to me?
Stretch.
Ale.
You can.
Might need to like dock you things, hit your baton with your stuff.
It's quite hard. Some of it was really very badly damaged to begin with.
Okay.
Maybe the battery, but it's been depleted for some reason.
Is there any ammo that's usable?
No, it was purely charging the gun off its battery.
Any access cards, key cards, nothing worth.
I have my clip and reload the clip. It's important to do.
I must actually keep track of my hand.
So all the doors around this stay closed.
Most of them are actually open now that you're sort of in the room looking around, and have been ransacked. Like what was in the room is now like a tangled mess. Maybe it was a chair, but it's been turned over. All the drawers are out, and if there was any drawers, there are definitely living quarters. There is one room that has not been opened. The door's firmly closed, and it says above it ambassador.
Can I listen at that door? See if there's anything inside.
Roll perception.
14.
You hear nothing on the other side of the door.
Well, I think
And Lydia's.
prepare and let's get this door breached.
Do I need your hacking tool again?
Oh, let's just try.
Or how are we going through?
Let's see
So
if it's
you push the button, and there's like a doo-doo. This stateroom is protected by Pact World privacy laws. Please consult the captain if you wish access.
Captain.
Early access through.
Completely. Just here you go.
Have I already been
Roll
computers?
computers to try and hack the door open.
Oh, 14 plus 7, 21.
So you work at it, but there's like extra security layers and defense. And
Firewall, you say.
yes, an extra firewall. So if you'd like to maybe try and breach the firewall. Yeah. So you plug Lydia in. She's going to try and breach the firewall. No, it's too tough. It's almost like the station AI is blocking you at every turn.
Captain, I think we need to find out where this AI is housed.
If that's your suggestion as the science officer.
Can we seek out the AI that is
It'll
obstructing?
probably be on the command bridge, and you have the schematics from earlier, which is
Double
following on the right. No, so within the direction you're going.
Well, I guess we're
You're not sure how much of it is left because it is where part of the station is no longer. But
Mrs. Right, that's where you go for.
We continue to ignore the temple anomaly back.
Let's go.
Yeah. I lead the way to the next section.
Okay, so open the door. It's another long corridor. Keep going. Of interest, you note that there is another, like because you now know what to look for, you actually find there's another hidden panel that leads to the same docking area, but you leave it again. And you get up to another door at the end, and it says command bridge up top.
I'm going to try the door.
Oh, hold on. Set up, let's just get creative. Am I missing something beyond there?
Like space.
I surprisingly don't look like I'm wearing armor at all. I'm just like in my like there's like a blue leather jacket over me, and that's like about it.
I'll try this at the door again.
Roll the perception.
It's clear. It's clear. Okay, well, try the door. Let's see. So,
There's like a and then it gives you like an atmospheric warning, and it says, "Are you sure?" Yes, no.
We're going into 0 G and no atmosphere.
Guess so.
So yes, and it goes, "Doo-doo," and it goes, "Warning, please clear the door," and then like starts opening, and the air starts sucking through. And like obviously you can all click on your grab boots to unlock, and the door opens all the way, and it leads out to there's a good portion of the bridge is still there, but most of the section on the far side is just open space. And there are several goblins, like all in spacesuits with giant like globe helmets and like ramshackle spacesuits, busy like scavenging parts out of the bridge and like building things. And it looks like they're maybe building a ship, and like at where the thing like goes out into space. But yeah. Ship would your ship is more of a ship than their ship. It would be very generous to a ship. But it could probably fly. You don't know. Immediately as the door opens, they all turn, and like one of the ones like on the actual ship chassis, like sort of gets up. I mean, it's slightly bigger than all the rest of the goblins, and like he like clicks something on the side, and you hear over like open radio channel. He's like, "You dare invade the realm?
of the pirate captain Bartholomew II. This salvage is ours. Leave now, and you leave with your lives.
There are a lot of goblins here.
On an open channel and all that. Look here. We're only here for one thing, and we're out of your way.
What is it?
It's a box.
What box?
A pack-rolled box that we've been hired to retrieve on behalf of the pact. You know what that means, obviously.
What's in the box?
No one knows.
You're lying to me.
Intimidate.
No, we're not.
Diplomacy.
You're much better than us.
Yeah, I say diplomacy. I suggest we preemptively shoot him with a flame pistol.
And that was on our internal comms.
Don't try my
I have
clearly I'm with this sort of thing. I'm wearing like an old Fender's like jacket. It's completely like over one badge over it all, but so I'm gonna try and convince him that I was actually the truth of this.
Okay.
So yeah,
Really asking the truth.
and he understands that. So that is 26.
Okay, so like he frowns and he's like, what kind of a person takes a job when he doesn't know what fetch?
At the time,
What kind of
And why would they get advice from
that
goblins?
needs money.
How much money do you get paid us?
Not enough.
We demand half. It's our salvage. We got here first.
I mean,
10 credits?
fair.
That's a fair amount.
You're gonna have to roll a bluff if you're gonna sit that out.
I'll do that though. I was like, 15, no, 12.
He's like, ha! It's worth way more than 10 credits. It's honestly 100 credits.
Exactly. So 50?
Okay.
Shall we offer up the security officer
Credits
as well?
first.
Do you have an offshore account?
Will they accept trading items? Will they accept
Bank of
flashlights?
Abaddon accepts all trades.
Exactly. What's your account number?
You get like a push message.
Yeah.
Bank account details. With the Bank of Abaddon.
Open up like the wrist watch or the channel.
Please log in. Please do a confirmation code. And you like another one to accept. Do you have 50 credits to transfer?
Yeah.
Okay. You transfer the credits, and he's like, okay, I got the proof of payment. Let's send something to clear in 3 days.
Hey, that's to make sure they don't murder us right now.
Okay. Where's the box?
We're gonna go get that. We need to like go to the thing that you're salvaging through in order to get there,
And do what?
and just make me captain of the place.
You can't be captain of the place. I'm captain of the place.
You are. And I mean, you're
I know because I got the captain's badge.
And he like holds up this thing. And it says Captain on it.
And that's a mighty fine one, isn't that for your ship?
Yes, for my ship and for the station.
Ooh.
Why don't you be an admiral of this place?
But we don't have an admiral's badge. Do you have an admiral's badge? I command it. That's part of the deal. Add in the admiral's badge.
I thought I saw him this morning, but for some reason it just disappeared.
Then what use are you to me?
Accept him and tell him to command us to find the box. Play to his ego.
But if you want to help us with this thing, and we can help, we can make you the captain of it on its system. Make it official like.
I already am the captain of its system. Don't be stupid.
The goblins are
I've got text. And he's like, fuck up, like, yeah! Don't worry, we're all the captain! Shut up, I'm the true captain! He shouts.
Can you inspire the goblin tech crew into mutiny? Alas.
Well, I mean,
Can't you just open the room first?
can I grab one of your techs in to help us open the room?
Yeah, sure, whatever. They're worth at least 50 credits, I guess. One of the ticks sort of ambles up. He looks a lot smaller than the captain, and he like eyes you all, like, except you kind of almost did. And he's like, I ain't seen your kind around here. But okay, let's go.
Yeah, this way is. I would close that door behind us.
Boop, 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 boop. Shh. And then, like, slowly the car, like, it's going to take a while because the air reserves of the station are so depleted and stuff. Like, in fact, it'll probably never fully be pressurized.
Yeah. Alright, man.
So, like, you're walking down the corridor and you get halfway and, like, the thing to the cargo thing still open and he pauses and he's like, what? Whoa! This wasn't here before. And, like, he's immediately like, ooh, and he like starts ambling towards.
Hey buddy.
Dunk, dunk, like fishbowl down, dunk, dunk, dunk. What? Oh, what?
Door first, horrible black ship later.
There's a whole ship in here.
Door first.
Okay. And he like wanders down, gets to the area of the door, and he's like, what now?
Open it.
Provide us with ambassadorial access.
Okay. Open the door. Nothing happens, so he's like, give me a second. And he pulls out his own little hacking kit, like, which is like tied to his spacesuit, and he like starts connecting wires and begins working on it. Oops. And he's like, welcome, Captain. Access granted. He's like, there you go. Done here now?
Shoot the goblin, and I want to steal his hacking kit.
No!
Flame distills.
Oh.
No.
Sick.
I need a hacking kit.
Why 1,000 crits to clear and forget the box?
Just wait a moment.
Yes. What?
It was on our internal comms.
I heard personal communication.
Air pressurized area.
Not fully.
That was not
So you'll make perception check.
Yeah.
What did you say? Something about credits? What? Credits?
You were worth your 50.
Okay, I go now. He plugs the things and he starts happening off.
Okay,
You see him
get
immediately.
far.
Well, he's about to duck into the thing.
Let's get in the room. Like, look. What is in the room?
Okay. It is a room that hasn't been touched like all the other rooms. There's like a small bed and a desk and a few boxes. They're all green.
Seek 656B.
Yeah.
There's a box labeled 656B.
The other ones, if you open the other ones.
To be safe, maybe we should take over.
We should. Hey, this is power salvage.
They all say Dectrodine Corporation on them. Give me a knowledge culture.
Culture! I do culture. Yeah. That's 20.
Yeah, they're known. Less for their like mainstream commercial stuff and more for military applications, and possibly there was like a whole what do I want to say? Controversy. That's exactly what I was looking for. A while back about like human testing and stuff, because they're traditionally a non-human corporation. And they were trying to like make products for humans, so they were testing them on them. So their stocks kind of fell pretty badly. I mean, they were just kind of...
Stuff from
Why indeed? That is a question.
human.
Never asked. That was a no questions asked job.
They're my kind of job.
So I mean, you could always open the crate, see what he's transporting.
I want to open one of the ones that we're not that can.
Okay.
Not 656B.
Yes.
So
I would like to exit the room and leave only the security guy in the room.
in one of the drawers, by the way, you find a credit stick and you like check it. It's also got like 200 credits on it.
Yeah.
Hey, whose office is this?
Yeah.
Whose ship did you just come in on? Whose ship can I leave with? Leave behind on?
Maybe the one in the hangar?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I want to open one of the other crates.
Okay, so you get to the crates and you're like, you have no clue. This thing's like a secure, locked mag crate. You could roll computers maybe.
Don't know everything.
Want me to do a computer roll?
Yeah, maybe one of our two techie people.
18 plus 7.
25.
Okay, yeah. So you're like, you've never seen this tech before, but you quickly figure out there's like a whole complicated menu system on the front that you work your way through, and you like get through all the warnings and safety notices and stuff, and you finish, and there's like a and there's like you feel like a bit of a pulse, like, and the crate opens, and inside it's just got like a foam inlay, and there's nothing in it.
What does the shape look like?
It's like a bit, like
the
it's
shape
just,
in the inlay.
yeah, it's the inlay doesn't have a specific shape. It's just like a normal foam padding. So something inside obviously would have needed to be padded if it was being
Can
transported.
you open up another one?
How about we do that on the ship?
So we didn't know if we were taking something dangerous onto the ship.
That's fine.
Hey,
Have you been in my ship?
Okay, so you're gonna just
grab what's
take all of the crates and head back to your ship.
Well,
Are we going to keep ignoring the ship in the hole, Captain?
I prefer to.
It's just such an obvious trap.
Why don't we send the goblins in?
Well, I mean, there's one in there already. Like,
Yeah,
So if it's not dead, let's look.
Surely the goblins are on their way there now.
I'm taking a look out in the corridor.
Okay, you don't see any goblins on the way there. Corridor's empty.
Cool. So moving heads to
The
that.
mysterious ship.
How many crates are in total?
3.
Okay, so it wouldn't be cheap.
They're quite heavy actually. It's very like you've got to use both hands to carry these things.
It's for my athletics.
You don't need to roll anything. Like maybe if you were running away with it, sure. But if you're just carrying it, it's like you can't be holding your guns or anything. You're
So
carrying
we're
it.
busting in the ship first or taking them with us?
Oh yeah,
in the mysterious
the
ship?
dwarf can probably manage 2 on each shoulder because he's a dwarf. Like,
So there's only 2 to carry because the one's there.
yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean, it might be worth money. Like, it's a pretty secure crate, and like, judging by like the number of safeguards and stuff going through, there's actually a stasis field built into the crate to keep whatever's inside like time locked in place.
Okay.
So this is not a cheap crate.
Now if we could turn off the artificial gravity, that'd be great.
That would be great.
I'm going to plug in it's like, I take the hacking tool yet again.
Okay, plug into the data port.
6 plus 7, 13.
Access denied. Captain's authorization acquired.
Should have kept that call.
Go.
It's fine, we'll get there. Let's get those crates around. We'll put them in the corridor by the other ship.
Should we just leave them close the door?
No, let's take them back to the hydroponics and we can investigate on that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you take the crates all the way back to the hydroponics area.
Just leave them off the airlock by the ship.
As you're in the hydroponics area, you can all roll perception.
20.
Nice.
16.
So you are fine, you're fine, but you get nothing. So you're busy worrying about the crates and how you're going to fit them into your ship because there's not much space. Someone's going to have them on the map, I don't know. When you 3 hear from the direction of your ship, like noise, like stuff like clinking,
Within the ship, potentially.
yeah, it's coming from that area.
So someone's either outside the ship or in the damn thing.
I telepathically message you. Have him through this.
Can I respond?
What are you using to message him with?
Telepathic message.
Ah, so you can't respond. It's like a business stuff.
I can use it. I have a personal communicator.
Oh yeah, you can use it. Like you've got radios.
Okay.
I can sneak onto the ship and check out the +5 for stealth.
If you guys say there's something, I assume there is. Everyone just drop boxes in ready. I have a feeling my ship's just been scuppered by goblins.
So you sneak forward with your gun drawn, Which gun are you drawing?
I just
Which one?
Both of them.
Which
Okay.
one did blow up?
And you sort of sneak forward, and you can give me another perception.
11 for 14, 15.
So there's nothing immediately in the ship,
Okay.
but you can definitely hear noises on the outside of the ship, like carrying through the hull.
Okay.
We have
So
to
someone's on the exterior of the ship doing something.
And I can't see anything through the windshield.
Well, I mean, you could probably turn on the computers and use those to like use cameras and stuff. So you can,
I'll do that.
so you turn on the computers and you're like, use computer? Do a computer roll?
10.
So for some reason you can't get it to work, and you just think you're being stupid or whatever. So you get one of the other guys to come in, and they're immediately like, "Oh, it's easy, just do this," and it doesn't work.
Do you actually have a rank in these computers?
No.
But I'm allowed to use computer untrained
Right.
because, like, a normal Joe can use a computer, they just can't use it effectively.
Exactly.
But like, he was doing everything right. But you guys realize, oh, the reason it's not working is because it's giving me a no camera found error.
The goblins have stolen our damn cameras.
Is the engine still there?
girl.
Is the engine still there?
The drift drive is still there because it's literally in the back of the ship.
Ah.
That's like taking up the back half of the shuttle. But the external thrusters, you can't see them. You are getting like error codes running down now, like on the diagnostic screen. As things are going offline.
So basically, after with this damn shit.
Hold on. Fire the engines.
I Captain.
Like, yeah. I don't know. The error codes stop coming up.
That seemed to work.
For now, I'm worried about that though. I'll just check what damage is outside.
Can you see anything else?
Yeah.
Just do a spacewalk.
You can do a spacewalk.
Sure.
Yeah. So you go into the tiny little airlock where you have to kind of like crouch in because it's not really designed to be a proper airlock.
Well,
It's like a health and rescue safety pod thing.
Yeah.
And eventually you cycle through and you go out and have a look and you can roll mechanics. Engineering, sorry. I'm going to keep calling mechanics. So
21.
21, yeah. Somebody has been cutting things off the external of the ship, so like you've lost most of your sensors and most of your cameras and stuff. You can see in the distance there's like a corpse floating away, and it's got like a bag.
I don't think we could fly this anymore.
The engines seem okay, but you can see like some of the power conduits and stuff have all been cut and burnt. So like it was as if they were trying to remove them, but you started up the engines fast enough that they're fine.
Ale, what you see?
Well, we're blind, Captain. They're taking off all of the sensors, cut some of the power.
You think you can repair it?
Maybe.
It'll take a day or two, and you need some spares.
Is our drift drive portable? Can we pull it out of your piece of crap shuttle?
So this is a perfectly
No, just drives can be removed, but that'll also take like a day or two.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Okay.
So there's a ship we could
In a day or two?
I want to have to sit on the same station as goblins for 2 days.
Alright.
Okay, get back in, or at least, do you have some way of at least putting the shields on so they can't get through?
I can try.
Cool.
Try with them on.
Roll the mechanics.
21.
You like through several things like shield integrity failure, warning. Like you bypass some of the safeties. Like the shields are on.
Redirected blast.
Yeah. How much energy they can actually take, like before they go down. Like most of their primary like conduits and stuff have been cut. So, but I mean they're functioning.
Okay, so the way I see it, we either wait around, get the display screens prepared, or we investigate that other ship.
we investigate the other ship.
Or we try and shoot at the goblins and steal their makeshift ship.
How about no? There's how many of them and how many of you?
You make a good point.
I know you're pretty good at playing pistol. Okay, so other ship, it looked like it could maybe support the space beast on the inside of it if we
and get it out safe, maybe dock the two, and get out of here.
Salvage our ship.
So, to what was the thing? The Manticore?
To the Manticore. Without, don't forget our chests, our crates.
In here. In fact, leave it in the ship.
We're taking up the seats now.
And just move them in, like switch the artificial gravity off in the ship. So
Yes.
it's like,
Really good.
Yeah.
excellent.
Okay.
Good thinking, Ed.
And I think they will aim for today because Lenny said he has to go.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so that happens. This has been our inaugural stream. If you guys have any ideas for additions and changes, let's say, if you guys have any ideas for any additions and changes, send us an email at info@geekabletrades.co.za or find us on Facebook.
Yeah, tweet us.
Geekable Trades, tweet us, all those things. You know.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's right. Yes. Thanks for playing, guys, and see you again in a month. We shall have another game.
To conclude the adventures of Captain Lockheed.
Captain Lockheed and his ragtag crew. Will they get off the station alive? Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode. Oh, why is everything on fire?
See fire in the next.
Thank you very much.
Stopping the stream.
I was thoroughly enjoyable, so I must have been